Hey guys, MotorCarNut here, and today we're talking AC. It's hot outside today, so I'm sure you a lot of guys want to get your AC nice and cold. This video is how to recharge any kind of AC system. Let's say if you're replacing a Freon tube or the compressor itself. Anytime you have to open up the system, you have to recharge it the proper way, and this video is how to do that. Okay, example, we have a 2011 Ford F-150, okay, that we're going to be working on today. And first thing you're going to want to do is, you're probably not going to have an evacuation to catch all the Freon. You cannot let the Freon go into the atmosphere. That's illegal. All right, and you don't want to do that. You have to go to your local mechanic. They have a recovery system. They can gladly just take it out for you for a small charge. You know, they're going to probably want to do the whole job, but, you know, that can cost hundreds of dollars. You can say, no, just take the, recover the Freon, and you can fix it yourself. All right? So this system is empty. Okay? Now, what you're going to need a couple of tools. You can get a lot of this stuff at Harbor Freight. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you may want to keep them. It's a good investment. Sometimes you can loan these tools. Can be loaned. What you're going to need, I don't know if you're going to need a vacuum pump. Again, Harbor Freight, I think it's like $60, $70 you can get one. You're going to need a scale, a little digital scale, cheap scale from Amazon. Same thing with the gauges. If you want to get them, you can get them at a Harbor Freight. They're cheap. You know, maybe everything you see here is maybe about I would say about $100. You know, so, and the Freon itself, you get that at Walmart if you want. And you can get your system going put the proper way. First thing you're going to do is, it's all evacuated, okay? So now you're going to hook up your lines. You have your high line that goes to the skinny one. It'll say H, and it only fits. They don't fit. They don't intertwine. They interchange. All right. The low side is wider, has a wider pipe but a skinnier nozzle. And vice versa, thinner nozzle on the high side with a fatter head. So you can't mix them up. And make sure that those dials on the top are open, okay? And these dials are closed, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the AC pump, the vacuum pump, okay? And then we're gonna open up both lines. And we're looking for vacuum. See, it's already at 30. That's good. All right, but I'm gonna keep the vacuum pump on. I would say keep it on for a good 15 minutes. Okay, make sure all the air is out. But basically, you want to draw down to 30. I mean, if you get to 25, that's probably okay. But 30 is the key. Okay, and we keep it on. Like I said, about 15 minutes. And now you look at if you don't have this up here, this is the information. This particular car is a 5.0, so it takes 24 ounces of Freon, okay? And the oil's already in the compressor. If you're replacing the compressor, you see where it says the oil over there? For my car, it would be 3.4 ounces. That's what you put in the compressor before you put the lines on. All right, so this one's kind of easy because these cans themselves are 12 ounces each, so two of them is the 24. This is exactly what they want in the system. And the scale is, let's say if they wanted 18 ounces, you have to weigh it. So in this case, it's kind of easy because I just use both cans and I'm good to go. All right, so I'm probably not going to need the scale, but you know, most of the time you're going to need it. All right, so let this go for 15 minutes, then we'll come back. Okay, I said 15 minutes with the vacuum, but you can pull it to 30. And I mean, you want to make sure you get all that moisture, and if there's any air in there, you want it nice and dry in there, as dry as possible. All right, so it's about 32 minutes. So what we do is we close it off, both sides. nice and tight. We shut the vacuum pump off. Now, what we do, you want to wait. I would say a good 45 minutes to an hour. All right, you see your gauges here. And you want to look at the blue one. And in an hour from now, it should really not move. Okay, that's how you know you have no leaks in the system. If that does move or it goes down pretty fast, you have a leak in the system. You're going to have to find out where that leak is first, and you're going to have to do this whole vacuum procedure over again. So we're going to wait an hour and come back and see what the gauge looks like. It's been about an hour, and we look again, and it didn't even move, which is good. It means everything is sealed. And what we're going to do now is take the yellow line and put it on one of the cans, tighten it up, and we'll take it from there. Okay, like so, nice and tight, no leaks. And what we're going to want to do is before we open the valve, and when you open it, you only open the low side, you do not open the high side. You put the refrigerant in through the low, and we're going to purge it right here because now the Freon is in the line. Also, there's a little bit of air, and we just spent all this time getting the air out. We don't want air, so you just get a little screwdriver or something, or your hand or whatever, your nail, and just do it a little bit. Ah, see that? Now you saw the Freon come out. Now you know it's all Freon. And what we're going to do is we're going to start the truck. And let me show you something. In here, I got the gauge. It's showing about 80. So now we're going to start it. And now we're going to put the AC on, the fan. All right. You put the AC on. You can keep it max if you want. You just got to make sure the AC switch is on. You may have a snowflake or whatever. Has to be on because that engages the clutch. Make sure the temperature is all the way cold. Keep it on like, the medium speed. Doesn't have to be full blast. Keep it like on 3. All right. And now, we didn't put the refrigerant in yet. You can see the clutch down there. You see the clutch? It's not moving because there's nothing in there. Now, we're going to enter, well, I'm going to use this whole can because we're going to need more than that. And once you put the first bottle, she should start kicking on within a couple of minutes. You see right now, it's at 20. And it's at like around 80. That's slow because it's building up. Now, if you look over here, you see the compressor spinning. And another point is when you put it in, people wonder, do you have to tilt the can upside down? Upside down is going to make liquid go in. It's going to go in faster. But in the colder weather, it's harder to get the gas in there, so you can turn it. But it's best to do it. You don't want to like flood the system with liquid, even though as soon as it gets into the system, it turns into a gas. The best way to do it is to keep it right side up, and every now and then give it a couple of shakes like this. Plus you can see if it's almost empty. All right. And wait until you get, when it's pretty much empty, then we're going to switch over and do the other can. And watch it. Little by little, it's starting to creep up. Getting frost on the can is normal. You can go like this. It's going to take, I would say, 15 minutes a can, depending upon the weather. We're pretty much done with that can. And we're at like around 45. That's pretty good, considering it was almost 80, 90. And basically, that's it. Let me shut it off. with this temperature, that's pretty good. Then don't forget to put your caps back on. They seal it, keep dirt and moisture and dirt out of there, and they have a little seal on there just in case if you had the Schrader is leaking slightly, very slightly, it'll seal it up so you don't run low. Okay? So, and that's how you do it. You need a little tools, unfortunately, because ACs are, you know, it's a complicated system. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with these systems. So this is just another one. I have another one that could check static pressure if you just have the can with the little gauge. It'll give you an idea if you're overfilled or underfilled. You can watch that video too. All right, guys, MotorCarNut, please subscribe, hit the like button. You learned something, please. Super thanks will be appreciated, or supporting the channel. Leave a comment below. I answer all my comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.